Hello and welcome to 5 Minutes for 4 Weeks, a series in which I live stream myself practicing a song for 5 minutes a day for 6 days a week for 4 days, for 4 weeks, for totaling 2 hours of practice across 24 sessions to show what is possible with albeit short, consistent practice and hopefully inspire the viewer to take on tasks, perhaps painting as well. Today is day one of a new piece. The piece I've chosen to do is Foreigners Cold as Ice. What I do at this point, usually of before I begin playing on day one, I give a little bit of background about the piece and then why I chose the piece. The why I chose the piece is not as fulfilling. I don't really have any attachment to the piece. It's I don't dislike it. I like it, but just it's not like one of my favorites, but I do like it. I chose it because pretty much because it's simple. It's in the book that I have, and it's just kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 kind of more or less. So that makes it pretty simple to learn. I should be able to get through a bunch of the piece, which is rewarding. I mean, it's rewarding also to play a piece where I don't get through as much, and it's challenging, and I'm still able to get through some of it. But this is also challenging to get. This is more of a quantity over quality kind of piece, but even the quantity that I do, it is still rewarding nonetheless. A little bit of background about the piece. I took some notes. It is a 1977 song written. It's by the British American rock group Foreigner, written by Lou Gramm and Mick Jones, from their debut album Foreigner. Originally, it was on the B-side of some versions of Feels Like the First Time. The single release is a few seconds shorter than the album version, but it had some orchestration. So that's a little interesting nugget there. Gary Leons, who's a producer, said that there was a different song that they wanted to put on. He said it didn't fit. So Mick Jones said, I went home after Gary said that. I went home after Gary said this, sat down on my piano, and out came the riff for Cold as Ice, which is probably the beginning. Dun, 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 dun. And the rest of the song flowed from there. Leon said, when I got back, they played me Cold as Ice, and it worked for me. According to McDonald, Gary and I were in there all night working on the vocals, and when we got out of the studio, we discovered that a blizzard had been raging. Else, everywhere was covered in snow, and we heard on the radio that it had been the coldest night in New York on record. Somehow that seemed to be a good omen for the song. Jones said, lyrically, the song was based on the idea of a stereotypical cold-hearted bad girl, the kind of woman Joan Crawford would play in a film, but it wasn't aimed at anyone specific. Well, there was one girl at there was one girl at school that dumped me, so maybe that trauma stayed with me over the years and subconsciously filtered in. The other contributing factor was that it was about minus 20 degrees in New York at the time when we were writing it, which may have fed into the atmosphere. Salt Lake Tribune writer Terry Orm wasn't such a big fan, said that it's a banal, sleazy claim of unrequited love. Not everyone's a huge fan of 80s power ballads, or this isn't really power ballads, it's more just kind of like I don't even know what you'd call it, hair metal or whatever. Anyway, it's not 80s, it's 77. We got a lot of positive reviews though. Henry McNulty said in the Hartford Courant that he called "Cold as Ice" his favorite song on the album. Says that is propelled by Dennis Elliott's drums. They carry the song in the best rock manner, but the interplay between Lou Gramm's lead vocals and Al Greenwood's electronic keyboard is what raises this from the rock pile. Brian Kachechian said the song will always go down as one of the signature riffs in classic rock history. And again, that's the beginning riff, which I plan on learning with this song over the course of the next 24 days. Matt Wardlaw wondered how it could have been used as the B-side in some countries, given its famous piano beginning. Gary Graff praised the insistent pounding piano, the full-bodied verses, and faux operatic backing vocals, and called the song a rock-pop classic and a diss track with enough lyrical bite to make most rappers proud. And then it ranked 6 on USA Billboard Top 100, and it was featured on SNL and Arrested Development. So it is a popular enough, given regardless of that one negative review. I mean, I'm sure there have been more than one negative reviews, but regardless of the one that I just mentioned above and any others that exist, it is still a quite popular song. So Hi, Dad. Thank you for joining. What I do now is I swap the books. This is the book I have been using for my previous song, Guitar Tab White Pages Volume 2. I was using that for my previous song, which was Crazy Train. Now I swap the books. Usually doesn't take that long. All right. Okay. So this is the book I'm using now, Classic Rock. I've used this is a note for note keyboard transcription. I've used it for Don't Know What You Got Till It's Gone. Separate Ways, Sister Christian. It's a lot of nice songs in here. All right. For anyone who's not familiar with this, I put the timer on, practice for 5 minutes, stop practicing when the timer goes off. I may practice other pieces in my free time, but this piece I don't practice until those 2 hours are over. Which song am I doing? Cold as Ice. Here we go. Move this over here. This note was relevant to the previous song, so yeah. Okay. Go from beat 3 of measure 1 into measure 2. Oh, okay, that's bold, but whatever. Here we go. Okay. I already caught a glimpse of the key signature, which is a bunch of flats. All right. Okay. Let's go. Let's get the cute cans on. I'm gonna check volume again, even though I checked it right before it began. Good. Okay, basically almost everything is flat. E. No, that's the first note. What's flat? F. Sorry. G, A, B, C, D, E. G, A. What is not flat? 6 of 7 of the notes are flat. Wow. G. Everything besides F, basically. So, first note E flat. Next is A, and then B. It's a suspension. A flat, B flat. Okay, I'm just working on the right hand for now. And then this resolves to a G flat. G flat. Yeah. Same thing again. Yeah, there we go. Okay, then the left hand does stuff. That just repeats for 6 measures. No, we play 6 for 6 measures rather. Left hand we got G, E, and it's probably a power. Yeah, E and E. Okay, so E flat. Yeah. And then the left hand's a little trickier now. That sounds cool though, especially once I turn into a synth. Okay. And then so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. What notes are being played? E, C, B, B. Yeah. So it drops down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. That's a D, D flat. So there we go. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and ooh, nice. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. B. Is that right? No. Yeah. One, two, three, and 4, and I think I used to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. No, 3 and that's time already. Okay. Good. I'm enjoying it. So far, the right hand is very simple. The first 6 measures is the same. Left hand's a little trickier, but and you have to play that by itself. And then at this point, the next step is just combining the 2 measures, the 2 hands. So something I hope to do soon over the next few days. It's sounding fun. As I think I mentioned during the stream, once I add the synth voice, it should sound even better, especially because the play is supposed to be held, but on piano, which is the piano voice right now, it would decay after a while, but on the synth it would still stay strong. So looking forward to that. So thank you everyone who joined. Hope to see you all again next stream, which should be tomorrow, 7:40 a.m. hopefully. A reminder that there is a link available in the description section with a list of songs from which you can make requests. Wishing you all a great day, and as always, until next time and beyond, keep practicing.